Sister Wives viewers have seen Kody Brown treat Meri horrendously over the years. In season 19, Meri is sharing her side of the story more than ever. But even in previous seasons, viewers caught snippets of his sinister behavior. While fans eagerly await the next episode, Reddit threads are alive and teeming with viewers' discussions. In a recent thread, one viewer shared a clip from Robyn Brown describing how poorly Kody treated her, even back in the 90s. Kody Brown completely forgot Meri one Christmas. This was so sad for Meri. Why did she put up with this? A Sister Wives viewer posted on Reddit. They uploaded a clip demonstrating yet another example of Kody's cruelty. At the beginning, Meri explains that Kody was always incredibly attentive to Christine when she joined the family. She goes on to explain that on one of the earliest Christmases that they had with the third wife, Kody showered her in presents. However, he completely seemed to forget Meri existed. I remember at the end, Janelle was like, "Oh, there's something in my room." And Kody's like, "Oh yeah." And so he runs out and grabs this hoodie and just hands it to me. She adds in the confessional, "Too little, too late. Come on, Kody. You didn't do well that year. Not for me anyway." I don't remember that, but that's a place where sometimes resentments build. Kody defended himself in his own confessional. "Yeah, there was a Christmas in Wyoming where I got tons of presents from Kody, and he didn't get Meri anything." Christine confirmed in the next scene. "I remember asking him, 'Why didn't you get Meri anything?' And he's like, 'Well, you had that gift certificate that you were giving her.' And I'm like, that doesn't mean that you don't get her anything. You still need to get her something. She's your wife." Viewers express sympathy for Meri, but aren't at all shocked. In general, other Sister Wives viewers agreed this was pretty typical behavior for Kody Brown. Other Redditors wrote, "Robyn pulls an ooh-oh, he's so silly for doing that, such a dummy. Which you should be pulling a that's just so wrong, and I'm sorry you had to live through that phase. He only wanted the newest wife from the way it sounds. I feel like they hid a lot from us, and now it's all pouring out. I don't remember this clip. Yep. And it tracks with the kids now. Can't get Savannah a gift or card, but it's dirt bikes and gifts galore for Robyn's kids. But I'm sure they are loyal slashes." Did you think this scene was particularly cruel, even for Kody Brown? Do you agree with what other viewers said? Share your own thoughts in the comments. Catch new episodes of Sister Wives at 10 p.m. Eastern Time each Sunday night on TLC. Until then, follow TV shows Ace Online for more Sister Wives, where familial bonds are already strained by the complex nature of polygamy. Kody Brown's actions toward his first wife, Meri, have become one of the most heartbreaking and controversial aspects of the show. For years, Meri has been portrayed as a dedicated and loving partner, doing her best to navigate the unique dynamics of being part of a polygamous marriage. But in recent seasons, Kody's treatment of Meri has taken a darker turn, and many fans and observers have come to view his actions as nothing short of cruel. Kody and Meri's relationship has always been a focal point of Sister Wives, with their marriage often depicted as the foundation of the family. When Kody entered polygamy, Meri was the first wife, and it was clear that at one point there was a deep connection between them. However, as the years progressed, their relationship began to deteriorate. The addition of new wives, Janelle, Christine, and Robyn, complicated their union. While the other wives seemed to embrace their roles in the family, Meri struggled with feelings of inadequacy and loneliness, often facing emotional neglect from Kody, who appeared to favor the other wives, particularly Robyn. But it wasn't just the polygamous lifestyle that caused rifts between Kody and Meri. It was Kody's actions, or rather his lack of actions, toward her that led to the ultimate cruelty. As the seasons went on, it became increasingly clear that Kody had emotionally abandoned Meri. She was no longer the wife he turned to for affection or support. His behavior towards her became colder, more distant, and increasingly hurtful. This shift in their relationship reached its peak when Kody effectively confirmed to Meri and to viewers that he had no desire to continue their marriage. The ultimate act of cruelty came when Kody, after years of emotional neglect, decided to publicly distance himself from Meri in a way that left no room for reconciliation. His lack of transparency and disregard for her feelings culminated in a decision that many fans and Meri herself saw as a final blow. Kody essentially emotionally cut Meri out of the family. This wasn't simply a private matter. It was something that played out in front of millions of viewers who witnessed Kody's increasingly dismissive attitude toward his first wife. One of the most telling moments in this downward spiral came when Kody took the shocking step of deciding that he no longer wished to be romantically involved with Meri. This wasn't just a break in their romantic connection. It was a full severing of the emotional ties that once held them together. Kody's refusal to rekindle their emotional intimacy or offer any kind of support made it clear that he had moved on. Not just physically, but emotionally as well. His decision to engage in a relationship with Robyn, whom he openly expressed a deeper connection with, left Meri feeling abandoned and unimportant. For someone who had spent years supporting Kody and the family, this abandonment was the most heart-wrenching moments for Meri, and for the audience, was when Kody made it painfully obvious that his feelings for her were no longer a priority. In one particularly painful episode, Kody made it clear that he was no longer interested in any romantic or emotional relationship with Meri. And even though Meri tried to salvage what was left of their connection, Kody was emotionally closed off. It was as if Meri's presence in his life no longer mattered to him, and the lack of empathy he showed toward her struggle left her utterly isolated. But the cruelty didn't stop there. Kody's treatment of Meri extended beyond the personal to the familial. While Meri tried her best to remain part of the family unit, she often found herself on the outskirts. The way Kody allowed the other wives, especially Robyn, to be central figures in the family dynamic further alienated Meri. She was excluded from important decisions, and at times seemed to be treated as an afterthought. Kody's lack of support for Meri in her own personal struggles, such as dealing with the emotional aftermath of her catfishing scandal, also highlighted his utter disregard for her well-being. Instead of offering her comfort or understanding, Kody seemed more concerned with maintaining his own peace and favoring Robyn, his favored wife. In many ways, Kody's actions toward Meri mirrored a pattern of neglect that was evident throughout their entire relationship. While Kody had no issue lavishing attention on Robyn and the other wives, Meri was left to navigate the complexities of their polygamous marriage alone. It became increasingly clear that Kody viewed Meri as a secondary figure in his life, a mere placeholder in the family dynamic. Perhaps one of the most glaring examples of Kody's cruelty toward Meri came in the form of his unwillingness to even attempt to repair their relationship. When Meri expressed her desire for reconciliation, Kody showed little to no interest in meeting her halfway. He seemed unwilling to put in any effort to restore their bond, leaving Meri to carry the weight of their disintegrating marriage. His complete lack of effort in trying to rebuild trust and affection only reinforced the idea that Meri was no longer a priority to him. The culmination of Kody's cruel treatment of Meri came in the form of their ultimate separation. While they were never legally divorced, Kody made it clear that he no longer viewed Meri as a wife in any meaningful sense. This emotional divorce, though not formalized, was perhaps the ultimate betrayal, especially for Meri, who had given so much to the family and to Kody throughout the years. The pain she must have felt Watching her once close relationship with Kody dissolve into nothing is almost impossible to fully comprehend. Kody's treatment of Meri has been nothing short of heartbreaking, and his ultimate cruelty toward her serves as a stark reminder of how emotional neglect and a lack of empathy can destroy even the strongest of relationships. For Meri, the years of struggling to find her place in the family and to hold on to a connection with Kody ultimately left her isolated and betrayed. It's hard to ignore the fact that Kody's actions were not only cruel, but also deeply damaging to Meri's sense of self-worth. In the end, Kody Brown's treatment of Meri wasn't just a tragic storyline for sister wives. It was a real, emotional betrayal that affected both Meri and viewers alike. Her pain, felt so deeply by those watching her journey, serves as a reminder that even in a family that prides itself on love and unity, individuals can be overlooked, cast aside, and emotionally harmed in the name of other relationships. For Meri, this will undoubtedly be a chapter of her life that she will need to find a way to move beyond, as Kody's cruelty left scars that might never fully heal.